guys, welcome to another video. Today we'll be reviewing Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. This one came out in 1988 and was directed by John Carl Buechler and stars Lar Park Lincoln and Kane Hodder. Now before we start, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the post notification bell so you can get notified for every video. Let's get started. Let's start talking about the good. So the opening sequence is a recap scene of the previous film, and I thought it was pretty good. It delivers what it's supposed to deliver on, and that is to help you understand this film by just giving you a recap of the previous films. The opening credit sequence for this film, I thought it was great. It's kind of like the others, but not really. The opening credit sequences of the Friday the 13th films are, of course, all similar, like I said in my previous review, but they're all different in their own way. The opening sequence is Tina's backstory, and I thought it was good enough. Delivers what it's supposed to deliver, Tina's backstory, and I think it does it good enough. The characters in this film, there are some good characters, but the problem with that is that there's no character development for those characters for you to actually care about them. So the characters are okay. They're mediocre characters. There are some cool sequences in this film, though. Tina is able to use telekinesis, and I thought that added a level of another level of entertainment to the film, because the telekinesis sequences are cool and look decent for that year that it was made. Of course, it was an 80s film, so, telekinesis, that stuff might not really be all that well done, but I thought it looked decent enough. Jason, I thought he looks awesome in this film. His face looks pretty good. They used practical effects for his face, because his face is definitely not CGI, because you can tell it's practical, and it looks very well done. It looks creepy, it looks weird, and that's how Jason's supposed to look. There is a reference to The Shining, which is fantastic, because The Shining is my favorite film of all time. So that reference was just fantastic. There's a Terminator reference, and yes, I love the Terminator, and there's a reference to it in the film, and I thought it was great. There's also a Jaws reference, and Jaws is, of course, one of the best horror films of all time, and there is a reference to that in this film. Jason, he has an electrocution sequence, and I thought that it was pretty good for this film. Obviously, it was in the 80s, so it's not going to look that well done, but I thought it looked good enough, and it was kind of entertaining to watch. And that was in the third act of the film. The third act of the film is, of course, entertaining. It is a Friday the 13th film, so that all the third acts of those films are fun. They might not be the best third acts of any horror film, but they're just fun and very entertaining third acts, and this one is no exception. The final battle between Tina and Jason, which is in that third act of the film, I thought it was awesome. Telekinesis is used in that third act of the film, and of course Tina's character used it against Jason, and it was just awesome. She used it to take off his mask, and you see blood dripping, and then he takes it off, and then you see his face, and it's just awesome. Those sequences are enjoyable in the film. And the ending sequence, I thought it was good enough. It's kind of like the other Friday the 13th films, but I like it, so it was good enough for me. That's all the good that I have. Now let's move on to the bad. So all the characters in this film are all typical horror film characters. Not interesting, not fun characters, I guess. They're just throwaway characters. The cinematography, which obviously includes the camera angles and the shots, it's not that good. This is, of course, Friday the 13th film, and the cinematography for me is not the best. It's good enough. You could actually see what's happening, but I mean, it's a film, so for that reason, I didn't think the cinematography was all that well done. That's about it. Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood, is an entertaining horror film. Not one of the best Friday the 13th films. It's a decent watch. Just one time, I suggest you watch this film. But if you don't really want to watch it, this is only for die-hard Friday the 13th fans. So I'm going to give Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood, a C+. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the post notification bell so you can get notified for every video. I'm Peter. Thank you for watching.